Again, the point here is should. Well, if it's not, we'll find something else to do. Raffle was supposed to be on a little bit earlier for, well, our beloved Rim World and some Blood Bowl with a fighting Norseman. However, as he hasn't appeared, I figured I'd step in and do a little bit of arena shooting until he actually got out of it. So, welcome back to Late Night Video. Tonight's little broadcast will include a little bit of Doom thrown in with our usual Rim World and Blood Bowl fun. My name is Zelphis, and I tend to be around here when Raffle's not, or we pair off and pick a game for ourselves each night. So, and again, I haven't played this in a very long while, and I only recently came back after a friend of mine told me that they had fixed a lot of things that the last patch, the 6.66, clever, borked, which was a lot of the connectivity had. For me, as soon as the update came out, a lot of problems started cropping up with latency, with connectivity issues dropping from games. And, for example, in a shooter, especially an arena shooter where it's so frantic and crazy with the activity, hit registry is a very important thing, and it's one of my personal peeves, but I tend to rage out like a madman whenever I see myself doing what is supposed to be done, where I can see myself shooting or throwing or interacting with a target, and it's doing everything it should to register damage and everything else, but it doesn't register the damage on the target. So they just continue to walk on as if they're not hit, and then they'll turn around and shoot you, or interact with you in a way, and suddenly you die. Well, that is one of the quickest ways to make me literally rage out and throw down the table, because I love video games that actually work, and when I'm losing, not because I'm an insufficiently skilled player, I'm losing out because the game can't figure itself out. It makes me wonder why I'm wasting my time doing it in the first place. Yes, Rudy, I've returned to Doom. A buddy of mine, Caraxis, actually told me that they'd fixed a lot of things that made it... they still haven't fixed the announcer. He still sounds like the original one is gargling machine oil and then trying to speak while drowning. You'll see it when we start playing. It sounds horrible compared to the old announcer. In my opinion, again, some people were like, oh, I want to have a better announcer. I want to have it like Quake. I mean, everyone remembers the iconic Quake with blood match, death match. You know, just everyone can remember that from the older games and how it actually played out. I can't do it right now. My throat's actually quite sore. But we're going to delve right into a death match. We'll talk as we go. I won't be communicating in-game because that will, A, annoy the hell out of people because they won't know if I'm talking to them or talking to you, or worse, they'll think I'm talking to myself. And I'm sure there are a bunch of crazy, narcissistic people out there who talk to themselves while they're playing video games as either support or the opposite of that, but for me, I try not to be a jerk. By the way, intermittently I'll be drinking a little bit of warm coffee to try to hold my throat. Losing Bravo.
Control the zones. Captured Bravo.
Okay, let's go ahead and we're going to try an old favorite. We're going to go with the shotgun.
Demon Tracker activated.
Oh, hell yeah, I want Demon Tracker. Oh, that's a kick. No, thank you. Let's not go that way. Alright, so the game mode is Secure Territory, Alpha, Beta, and Charlie. By taking hold of these points and holding them long enough to turn them to our side allows us to capture points, which are displayed in the upper left-hand corner of the screen. Accrue enough by the time limit, and you win. If you tie out, you fight for the last point, and either that or everyone rages and quits. Also, how's the stream quality? Are you guys getting decent frame rates, good audio, things like that? Because again, this is all rather last minute. I haven't had a chance to really sit there and tinker with it. For some reason, Doom and whoa. Oh, he had quad damage. Doom and OBS don't seem to really cooperate very well with each other. In fact, they kind of hate each other, and I don't know why. And a lot of other people are having this issue as well now. If I'm going to be streaming something, I'd rather it be of good quality, especially considering that it's not just me that's streaming, it's also Raffle. And I'd rather make your time here a pleasant one, rather than one where you're squinting at the screen going, what in the hell is happening? And getting more aggravated as we go. As for myself, I'm probably going to have to turn the connectivity down, because with OBS running and this, I'm getting a lot of frame rate issues, so... Chuck a grenade. Oh yeah, this is... Let's go to the settings real quick and gimp everything, because we need to do that. No, not audio.
Captured Alpha. Incoming demon room.
I can't change it from here. Alright, well, after this round, we'll neuter our graphics card a little bit and try and help it run a little bit more streamlined. Now, if you're wondering why the screen on mine's a little different from most other streamers, I've turned off a lot of the extra stuff they've thrown in with the latest update. For example, on the upper right-hand corner, they have a lot of like what you're tracking for your achievements, or what little in-game things you're trying to go for. Oh yeah, I'm missing a lot of shots here. Yeah, see, if it's streaming well for you, as the viewer, on mine, I'm actually getting a lot of chop and lost frames. Ooh, a chainsaw. Must have. It's kind of hard to miss with a chainsaw. Oh, but when you're fighting one of those, it's... yeah, that's not. Ranged weapon versus a melee weapon. Probably not the best. Good night. Oh, he chased me down. What a vindictive little shit. Yeah, now as you can hear by the consistent chirping of our delightful announcer, they took what used to be a really cool mechanical AI voice and they've turned it into this. I don't agree with that. In fact, I find it rather annoying because before it was clean, it was crisp, you could hear what was going on. Now it just sounds like a reverberation issue is stuck on a feedback loop through my audio. And I know it's not the audio, it's actually intentional, because a bunch of people were bitching about how this doesn't sound like a Quake game, despite a new Quake game coming out within the next, I think, what, quarter? They're actually bringing back a proper Quake title. So, you're going to get your fix that way, but you had to ruin it for the rest of us. Or at the very least, you'd think a game of this size, they'd give it the... Camp in the armor, you little shit. You would think they'd give players the option, like, oh, do you want to have this new voice, or do you want to keep it the same? Nope. God. Alright. I'll pick it up next round. This is just... Whew, choppy choppy. Yeah, as you can see, they're dominating us pretty hard right now. Their run was already pretty advanced when I joined, so I'm not going to count this against me, really. I'm not playing my best, but it's still, it could be worse. Like, if you start the game off and you're doing this, that's on you. You have a grenade. Help is not enough. Oh, I'm stuck! Oh, and he's using the little cheesy gun. Every time I see that gun, I want to smack someone. It seems like 3 to 4 hits is all it requires to kill someone, and I don't think that's right. Alright, got Jesus, Headbanger, and Cowboy. Interesting. So when does that... oh, I was going to say, that animation's going for a while. Let's back out of this one. Yes, please get me away from here. Nope. Talk about this later. You sure you want to leave? Yes. Okay. We're going to turn the anti-aliasing to the slowest and lowest setting. Motion blur off, very good. Field of view, the usual. Let's go to the advanced menu. Vulkan, I get better frame rates with Vulkan versus OpenGL 4.5. And I'm not sure if that might be the reason we're experiencing issues, but let's turn the lights down to low quality. Shadow quality low, that's not really important. Don't need a high, directional occlusion quality, we'll put that at medium. Actually, let's just turn it off. If it's optional, turn it off, we'll turn it off, because we want our stream and our quality gameplay to be... Alright, I want my high decals, I admit. It's one of my things. Let's turn that there. Virtual texting page. Nope, not really important. Reflections quality off. Particle quality medium. Computer shaders. Compute shaders. You know, turn those off. Low depth of field. Yes. Depth of field anti-aliasing. Turn that off. Lens flare. Turn that off. Lens dirt. Turn that off. Okay. We've neutered this game quite heavily from the gorgeous one that it is to hopefully one that will allow me to stream the game without crying a little bit on the inside. Now, one of the things they have changed, you'll notice on the right hand, oh, we still have some chop, ladies and gentlemen. Oh boy. Concern intensifies. We might have to find another intermission game to play until Raffle gets back. I think it has something to do with the fact that I have to run it as a desktop capture. I'm not allowed to run it in a full screen or with the proper game, actual rasping of it with the OBS. In fact, if this doesn't work, my only other option is to change it over to from Vulkan to the OpenGL 4.5 and try and restart the stream, and hopefully that'll actually fix it.
Soul Harvest.
Soul Harvest, yes indeed. Oh boy, it's still choppy as hell. It's just the menu.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I do not know why OBS will play just about every other game from across multiple decades, but with this one, it just doesn't. Oh yeah, this is not gonna happen.
Allied Revenant spawn.
Oh my goodness. And Rudy, you said it's fine on the phone? Oh my god, I can't. That's a miracle.
Allied Demon Slayer.
That's not
Enemy
good.
Mancubus spawn.
Oh boy. Let's not go that way. There's something the size of a dumpster, but I mean, still, if you really want to try your luck. So again, ladies and gentlemen, please let me know if the stream's having some... Oh, hey, Biggie. Ah, damn. Kind of hard to dodge those little wrist rockets. Let's see what we can do in this direction.
Incoming haste.
Oh, haste would be nice.
Demon slain.
Now, for those of you unfamiliar with the game, picking up little pickups like this do have varied effects. The golden orbs confer as the game applies haste. You fire faster, reload faster, move faster, reload. I already said that. And with this kind of gun, it makes it even more fun. It's pretty much just a giant stream of plasma at a target. Though, with my current rate, I probably should have given this to another player. That guy's gone. Now, this is one of my favorite weapons across multiple Doom titles, which is, in fact, the plasma gun. It was amazingly useful in the very first game that released in 1995. I want to say. Again, I should have researched this more, but this was all rather last minute. I'd be able to quote you properly, but ooh, I got smacked. And in that game, it was fantastic for dealing with Barons of Hell, Hell Princes, even the larger threats, taking on Steam Demons, Keiko Demons, and the the Archviles, my own personal brand of hell. Okay, let's try this. Now it's amazing, when I look somewhere else, like where it's not taking up much of the screen, I'm not having much in the way of it. Yeah, to hell with this. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I can't do this. It's just... it's hurting me physically to play like this, because I'm actually very good at shooters, and the fact that I'm playing poorly is not sitting well with me. Advanced. Let's go to this. Oh. Alright, we'll restart it. Fine with me. Alright, game. Don't fail me now. Alright. Come on, game. Oh, another thing they actually fixed in the latest patch, which I actually approve of heartily, is the fact that originally when I would load this game up, it would always load as a single-player experience first, and then when you clicked on multiplayer, it would close the program, reopen it as a multiplayer executable, and then start to try and go through this entire loading process all over again. And now, it's just done inside the game. It doesn't close, it doesn't restart, it just picks up and runs, and I'm pretty sure the load time has increased because it's going, well, he changed everything, we don't really know what to do now. So while we wait for this pulse-pounding excitement of a loading screen to kind of turn over, we'll also go over a few of the other things as well. Again, we're coming back to this after a long wait, and apparently OBS still has problems with it, which is why you're noticing it is currently in display capture versus an actual game capture, which would be a full-screen application. Notice, yes? Come on, let's go. Whoops. Close that. Alright. Let's try it. Actually, you know what? Let's back out of that. I'm gonna try something kind of crazy. Yeah. Alright, let's see if we can put this into... Nope. Game just killed itself. Full screen. Okay, everything's working fine now. Put it into windowed. Okay. So I can hear it playing through on the screen, but nothing's actually happening. Well, that's supremely disappointing. Let's try a free-for-all. Now, this is one of the things I don't approve of, is the fact that they added in this giant blob of whatever you can check with all the different players. It tracks the progress of whatever you're heading to next, as well as having these little icons pop up here. So apparently I've got the DLC, and I'm one of the original owners of the game before they turned over all of the multiplayer to being free-to-play. Well, not the multiplayer. The DLC became free. The actual game title, you have to buy it yourself. But let's see what happens if we get into a multiplayer game. This will continue to search while we go and look through a few different things. Another thing they've changed up are the runes. Before, runes used to be a thing that were assigned to you depending upon your performance and what you did in the round. And eventually you'd unlock them. For example, we can pick any of these options. I've already got these two equipped, but in the old way of doing it, as you use them, they tick down and disappeared. Now you simply click on the ones you want, and they stay with you. That's it. You can just turn them on, and that's it. You have to pick one at a time. Obviously, you can't multitask and juggle them around, but it's different. And again, I actually approve of this, because before you'd always have the people with the best runes sitting there going, well, I've cataloged and stored about 100 of these. How many do you have? About 10. Alright, well the round's going to go for 30 minutes. Do you think you'll last? Probably not. Now, here's where things get a little borked. Challenges! All of them have been reset for every player. It doesn't matter if you were just buying the game when it came out free, or if you were a veteran player. We're all screwed the same way. Now, they did give us one caveat that allowed us to keep it. We had a choice. You can either start all over from scratch and lose all of the items, the armor, the weapons, everything you've saved up and worked very hard for, and start off from scratch. Level 1, no experience, no kills, no deaths, nothing. Clean slate. And since I was already into tier 8 out of 11, I said to hell with that, because I'd worked very hard and grinded through a lot to get a lot of the items that I'd already wanted. So when I was playing through this earlier, you'll get a lot, and I mean a lot, of games where you're sitting there, you'll unlock an item and it'll say, previously unlocked. And you're sitting there going, well, that's just great. I've worked through doing that for nothing. Again, you can see all little things that you can go and work for. Now, as an incoming player, this is fantastic, because all the different armor sets and all the different weapons, or the different little things that you're looking for, will really help you in the long run, because you get to choose the path that you're looking for. For veteran players like myself, it's more of a kick in the crotch, because we didn't have the luxury of choosing the paths to what we wanted. We had to basically rely on a drop system, which was completely randomized and had no preference for what you wanted. So for the longest time, I was getting armors that were like flamboyant pink and deep cerulean and like a blossomed red. And you're sitting there going, okay, I'm not going to wear any of this unless I want to scare a blind person with this. And so when you did unlock an armor piece or a color scheme that you wanted, you were like, yes, I have it, it's mine. And you would actually have a sense of like, all right, perfect, I'm one step closer to creating my character the way I want, or all right, I've got this new paint scheme, etc., or all right, I've unlocked this weapon. Now it's a lot more convenient. However, it still means that a lot of that time that we spent is kind of frivolous. And for a lot of individuals, especially those of us who are near the top of the tiers, who are working towards level tier 11, which actually I'll show you what that does for you. Armor styles. Well, actually, let's go back. Customize character. At the end of it, when you get up to level 11, not only do you get an achievement, but you unlock the Praetor suit, which is what is used by Doom Guy in the campaign. It's a wonderful suit. It looks amazing. In fact, we'll probably return to the campaign if we can ever get OBS to run this without any sort of faults. But by resetting it, we all started back off at level 1. It doesn't matter how far and unlocked we were, everyone's level 1. So everyone who was on the cusp of getting what they wanted didn't get it. But the people who already had it got to keep it. And when I say tears, oh crap, big fight. Alright, well, it is Team Deathmatch on Redemption. This is one of the newer maps from one of the DLCs. We're going to see what actually happens here. Now, we're probably jumping in mid-round, so hopefully we're at least semi-even in skill.
Team Deathmatch. Remember, no survivors.
Yeah, and for that I'm going to use my Faithful Plasma Weapon and Helljet.
First blood.
Hell. And Power-Up Seeker. Gives me a movement bonus whenever upgrades are on the field. And yeah, this is still choppy as hell for me. What is it about Doom that just doesn't want to be streamed? I actually understand why there aren't many people streaming this right now. It's just the amount of aggravation you have to go through to play the damn thing. Alright, let's not stand in the plasma. Alright. Come on, computer, I know you're older. I know you're struggling a little bit. But by yourself, you can run this on full graphics without any sort of issues. I just need you to run a little smoother for me so I can stream for however long it takes for Ruffle to come in and save us. Oh god, what target am I shooting at? I can't even tell. Whoa! There's a wall there. Oh yeah, let's try a platformer when we have frame rate issues. Oh boy.
Incoming regeneration.
Alright, that means once that's on the field, because of the particular perk that I've chosen, I move faster, and since Dodo Bader, what a name. Since Dodo Bader already picked it up, the ability to run faster has vanished from us. But that doesn't matter, we're still moving on, we're still getting into the fight. And OpenGL seems to be working a little bit better for us. It's still bad, don't get me wrong, but we can try and make this work. Oh boy. Alright, good. Our ally picked it up. Let's step ahead in that regard. Now, if anyone else in the stream is having issues with this, let me know and we'll switch over to something like Counter-Strike or one of the older Quakes. Hey, buddy. Something to make it work a little bit better for all of us. So, I do thank all of you here for putting up with a little bit of technical difficulties. Oh, man. The pain is real. Alright, let's find a medkit before we go any further. Armor shards. Now, contrary to what the old games were, you do not just pick up an armor shard and roll with it. Once you get past a certain point, you can carry no more. You will just have a cap, and they start to actually wither down and... Whoa! Wither down and break on you if you go past, I believe, 50. Thank you. Oh, I'm getting hit from behind. From above. What the hell?
Enemy revenant spawn.
Wow, that is a painful avatar to look at.
Power Seeker activated.
Yeah, there's a few other ones we'll go through and look at as we progress. They've got a revenant.
Incoming regeneration.
Oh boy. Whew. Revenants are an interesting mix of decimation. When you see those two rocket pods on the shoulder of that target, if they hit close enough to you, the sheer damage will just straight up kill you. There's no chance to really walk out and away from it. But the good news is, it's kind of as demons go. Again, it's just trip mine. They're rather fragile, so especially if you can work as a team, have one person play as a decoy and let other people flank it, you can take it down pretty quickly. I must have a lot of armor for that. But what really makes them dangerous is their mobility. They are not only decently moving, decent with a moving speed, they also happen to have the luxury of a jetpack, which especially on a map like this, where they can just keep running. Come back king, challenge completed. Alright, that's good. That might unlock something more for us later down the road. Let's take a shortcut. And I really want that armor. Or you can have it. That's fine. I'm not greedy. Ooh, that's a lot. Let's go ahead and throw out our Tesla orb. And watch our enemy fall to their death. Oh, crap. Ah! Alright. Let's try that again. This time without getting shot in the butt. I don't know who I'm going to hit. Oh, interesting thing about the plasma weapon. The further hits you get eventually will start doing critical damage. Other weapons... Ooh, something demons nearby. Not happy about this. Oh no, no, no! Oh, where's the VFG? Give. By the way, big frickin' gun is what that stands for. It is a holdover from the very first game. It is the penultimate weapon in the Doom universe. With good reason, it kills just about everything in one hit. Oh, the ledge. Why? Damn it, I cleared the ledge, but because of the... We cannot let the enemy have that. Almost shooting. Okay, yeah, he's wasting shots on these because I'm invulnerable during the transformation process. Alright, you. Yep, you're dead. This is the Baron of Hell, the line-breaking unit that the demons possess. And I've only got 8 seconds to do some... Come here, you. 10 seconds. 3 seconds, actually. Oh! Let it go. Oh, it failed! Ah! Alright. Yeah, one of the... Whoa! Okay, I need a health kit. I'm not gonna get one. He's got combat shotgun, plasma rifle, kinetic mine, and an XP bonus. Odd. I would have thought he had a movement bonus considering he was right behind me. Alright, so we're leading at 72 to 54 currently. Alright guys, come on, get in there. It's just one guy. I don't care how good he is with those plasma mines. Get him. Yes! Victory dance. Do the Carlton.
Victory.
Alright. So, Rudy, I trust you. You're on the phone. You've actually got the most to lose when it comes to display quality. How are we doing? Oh yeah, there's no way in hell I placed in the top 3. Oh, they've added new animations. Nice. Another thing you'll notice is a difference between the old version of this and this one. The endgame screen has gotten a lot more colorful, as has the after action, which is this. Before it was just the players, their taunts, and some names. Now they've added these different commendations, the face of banners above them, and it's interesting. Now as you'll see here, again, previously unlocked, I did some sort of challenge in the game where I leveled up. Oh yeah, this is also previously unlocked. So, I already own most of this, and despite the match going, oh, you've unlocked the Rune of Retribution, which again sounds really cool, but since you're allowed to pick one at a time, it's not that big of a deal. Also unlocking just random things as you play, XP awards, which will help you level. I would like the air guitar quote, though. Or taunt, that sounds pretty cool. Oh, we've almost unlocked turquoise as an armor color. Kill enemies while playing as the Baron. Oh, that shouldn't be hard at all. The Baron's one of the easiest classes of demon to play as. Whew. Hey, Fox. Yes, this is in fact the PvP. The reason I'm not going through and playing the campaign is because, A, the game is, well, it's having a bit of a problem right now with running Doom. I don't know if it's because it's OBS just in general or what, but yeah, it's not having it, or at least for me. It's streaming it alright to you guys, supposedly, but in this, for me, it's kind of choppy. In fact, I've turned everything really far down on the graphics, and it's still having a little bit of an issue. It's not as bad as it was before, where I had everything at ultra quality. But, yeah, I think ID Software just kind of goofed up somewhere when they were creating it and went, you know, someone's going to want to stream this. Probably. Should we care? Nah. Not my problem.
Clan Arena.
Ooh. Clan Arena. You have one life only. There are no medical kits, and I don't think there's armor on the map. I don't tend to play this mode very much, so I don't suspect I'll be doing much better on it now.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One life. Don't waste it.
Oh, man, every time Vegas speaks, I just hate the way his voice sounds now. I'm going to take water into my mouth and try to... Oh, boy. Our team's got issues. Oh, yeah, we got real problems.
teammate remaining.
Alright, so I killed him, he
Your
killed me.
team
That's
has been
fine.
eliminated. Round lost.
Alright.
Round 2.
This one goes a while, it seems.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Alright, now Fox, I would rather have it give me epileptic fits of anger than having a really poor stream quality, because despite grenade launcher grenade out again, despite my performance sucking, I actually do really want to start streaming. I got shot in the butt. I did get shot in the butt.
3 teammates
Anyway, what I was saying is, I'd rather have the stream quality be improved and then have to try and adapt to a changing situation, but it seems that I'm not the only streamer who's having this issue. A lot of people can't seem to get it to work properly when they have it in full screen, or it's something about OBS and how Doom itself interact. I'm sure I could stream the older Dooms and not have any sort of an issue, but who wants to do that? And, oh boy. Yeah, I'm already alone, and whoa, we're having some problems here. So that's really cute how he threw that kinetic mine up onto the roof. I'll have to do that later. Right, so I'm using weapons that still require you being able to shoot someone. And my aim is actually really bad right now. Thankfully, a grenade launcher doesn't really need... Oh.
Your team has been eliminated.
Yeah, don't rely on me to hold the line tonight, ladies and gentlemen. You'll be sorely disappointed.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And again, and the game is twitchy as this when you're playing with... Okay, I see what he's doing, and that's filthy. And I don't quite know how he's winging it that far. One of the players is actually using what's called a kinetic mine, and it sets off onto any solid surface and then detonates, much like that just did. But here's the kicker. Normally when you throw it, it's sort of an underhand throw. You don't really have that much of a distance to it. But he's chucking it all the way across the very long room, so I'm wondering if he's using lateral jets to try and give him more upward velocity when he chucks them. Or if it's just something I don't know how to... Yeah, I'd say they've been eliminated.
Round 5.
So how are you doing tonight, Fox?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
By the way, if anyone in chat knows, or can unearth whatever it is that's causing this issue, I'd be happy to hear a solution, because I really do want to start streaming arena shooters more for just kind of like these little intermissions, as I call them, between Raffle's long, grand campaigns of games, for example, RimWorld, and wow, can we figure out how to mantle Doom Guy, please?
Your team has been eliminated. Round lost.
Yeah, let's change the loadout on that. Oh, it's already over.
Defeat.
I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. Do you want to swap over to single player and see if that runs any better? I'm glad you're doing all right. Yeah. Aside from this strife that's giving me fits, Muldrow. I remember fighting him earlier. Yeah, didn't get very far on that one, actually. Oops. Are you sure you want to leave? Yes, I'm sure. Let's go back. Campaign. Let's see. Last played 8/25. Last played 10/24 of last year. I forget which one was the more advanced level, actually. Probably this one. Let's just continue. Alright, Fox, we'll delve right into the campaign. Where we last left off, we were trying to, I believe, fight our way out of the foundry. But the satellite back... Oh. Oops. Okay. Embers rising. Points and tokens are available. That's... Oh, I don't... What?
After running more diagnostics on the active Praetor suit, it appears that I can accelerate the upgrading of your arsenal by measuring your combat effectiveness. I have added a tracker to your helmet's display.
Alright, now that's the voice of Vega. He was actually the original announcer that they butchered to...
The facility will not allow you access to the turbine room unless the demonic threat level is brought down inside the foundry. Our security systems cannot be overridden.
Alright, so we've got 4 gore nests to destroy. That's fine. Yeah, wow, this is impressive. But this was the, I believe, the inaugural mission they showed off in the trailer. I'm already under attack from somewhere. Let's go and collect that. Oh, this can kind of explode. What's that? I don't need to keep wasting ammo on this. And headshot. Oh, engineers. I forgot about these guys. Yeah, I'd rather not. Just kind of keep that away from me. I'm being shot at from behind. Sturdy little. Whoa. That's right, I forgot. In this game you have to kind of get a little energetic with your executions because that's your primary source of, well, resources. The more you do this, the enemy are not so much enemies as they are blood pinatas that will provide you with ammunition and health as you go.
Gas leak detected.
You don't say. Oh.
Access denied.
Well. Ruptured valve, pressure door sealed. Okay. That's a lot of red. Ammo and health. Some lucky guardsmen. What's this? Oh. Just what are you? Alright, so the technician I needed took an unexpected walk. Alright. And even on low graphics, this is still a pretty beautiful game.
Core temperature rising.
Core temperature rising. We might just have a meltdown. Oh shit, that's right, this is single player. Okay. Note to self, this is campaign. We do not have our double jump featurette yet. Sorry, buddy, I need this. Those are actually Praetors. They used to be considered the top of the top for the security detail, but when the Hell Wave basically broke loose over the facility, they were betrayed and slaughtered by it with a, thanks to someone named Olivia Pierce, who's actually the antagonist of this series. Well, not series, of this game. Oh! Oh, okay, the game was forgiving. Again, I'm used to being able to double jump, and in this one, you certainly cannot. Thankfully, Doom Guy's arms are longer than the multiplayer characters, otherwise we'd be SOL. Probably pushing my luck if I try for that one, so let's skip up here. Okay. Come on, Zelphis, break that habit. Ooh, ooh. Well, on the bright side, the demon left us one. Okay. Oh. Hey, it's an imp. That was an imp. How do we get back over there? Running start, you think? Okay. Yeah. Oh. I gotta say, this is kind of rough. High five. Okay. I know it's kind of morbid to laugh at that, but the that just wet on glass sound. I don't know. Sorry. Poor guy.
Gas leak stopped.
Oh, well, thank you. And this is what's called a gore nest. According to the lore, as I recall it, what they did was, every time the demons invaded an area, they would kill off most of the civilians or security personnel that were nearby, and they dragged them into these areas that were pretty densely clustered and do something that would turn them into this, which is sort of a portal into their realm, which is called Hell. As you can see here, it's not The most inviting of locations, and well, that's a massive ribcage if the scale's right. But the easiest way to stop a gore nest is to tear out this thing. And it makes the demons extremely upset when you do that. So much so that they actually start like coming actually to try and fight you. I could probably stop shooting them in the head though. I'm killing them too quickly. Here's the next one. Now the audio quality on this is fantastic for the fact that if you ever need to find something and you can't quite locate it in the admittedly darker confines of the room, the game will let you know when things start going really badly. What is that? What are you? Yeah, whatever it is, he's dead now. It's a Hellraiser! Tell me more. I'm always curious to know more. The Hellraiser. The Hellraiser is an astute and tactical foe that will engage enemies from a distance with a powerful beam of unrefined hell energy. The beam emanates from an arm-like protrusion composed of cartilage and other osseous tissue. Articulation of the cartilage allows the Hellraiser to focus its energy beam into a single charge shot that will obliterate anything that stands in its path. Well, they're adding new foes against us from the old games, which I appreciate. But for now, let's go ahead and punch that guy. Okay, they can take a hit. They're not exactly pushovers when it comes to... Alright. So I wonder if these guys are just like the actual replacement for the human auxiliaries they kind of recruited and turned into zombies? Or are these like just line soldiers of hell that compete with the imps? Destroyed the gore nest, 1 of 4. Yeah, as you can see here, it's been completely destroyed. There's no remnant of it.
Reduced by 25%.
It's kind of incongruous considering the circumstances, but I really love the fact that she's just so cheerful and upbeat about everything. I mean, the planet's going literally to hell, but have a nice day in the UAC facilities. Where'd you get the hand from? I don't know. There's been a lot of people helping me out lately. It's always a hand-up situation, Fox. I just wonder what's back here. Also, the lack of flashlights in this game since the last one. They've learned their lesson from Doom 3 into the current Doom. They no longer make the entire game as dark as, well, an unlit bunker with no hope of light ever reaching it. Because the prior iteration to Doom of 2016, which was called Doom Resurrection of Evil, we've already gone this way, Doom Resurrection of Evil, they had a lot of problems with the map design being way too dark, and their only option to fix that was to equip a flashlight. Now, that sounds like a good idea, but you can't put it onto your guns in the previous game. In this game, they actually bothered to give us some sort of lighting. Oh, hey, buddy. One good punch deserves another. And... oh, hi! What kind of upgrade do I want? Tactical scope. You know what? I kind of want these. Please. Hold the weapon mod to bring up a rack of macro missiles. Alright, that sounds incredible. Heat blast. Electrified projectiles that stun target demons within its detonation radius. Stunning a demon, not as important as killing a demon, so I'm going to go with the micro missiles. Alright, little crumb. Oh, why does he have to beat the shit out of the poor robot every time? Micro missiles. A multi-chambered cylinder located under the primary barrel can be loaded with up to 6 HMX missiles. These small but deadly rockets were designed to deliver multiple payloads to a single target, but can also be used to subdue multiple targets within a tight kill zone. The missiles will detonate shortly after making contact with any substance. Sweet. I mean, these little guys just try to help. They bring us upgrades, and Doom Guy just persists in just beating the hell out of them. Again, little small details like that go into games I tend to appreciate. Just because I try to imagine what it must be like for a developer who sits there and goes, well, how can we flush this out and make it feel more realistic? I've got missiles, don't touch. And when someone goes through and tries to make the game that much more impressive for us as players, it's something I feel like it should be noticed. Oh. Okay, I hear the murmuring of demons nearby. Area lockdown. Neutralize... fine. Let's go see what's in... Oh, blue access only. We're back to the original Doom. We need blue, yellow, and red key cards, if I remember correctly. Alright, let's speed our way along. Where's the ambush going to happen? There's always an ambush. Oh. Okay. I guess it's going to be right here. I'm killing too quickly. See? The little resources that pop out of them are what we're really looking for when we go to execute our foes. Let's try this. Okay, that's pretty cool. Not the most effective weapon, though. Let's go ahead and try... Alright, yeah, so I can overheat the shield. Nice, nice. Take the armor, take the ammunition. Okay, things are exploding nearby. Always interesting. Oh, right, I forgot this is in the multiplayer. We have to remember, when you build a weapon in this solo player experience, you're going to have to deal with a little bit of, well, a learning curve. Hey, buddy. Checkpoint reached. Alright, I guess we are going in the right direction. And yellow keycard acquired. Still need a blue one, though. Okay, yeah, the place is starting to blow up around us. That's not encouraging.
We will establish a new paradigm.
Yep, still need a blue card.
Into the future.
A new paradigm for humanity into the future. Right. I can't double jump. How do we get there? Regular jumping. Alright, Doom Guy, you and your 600-pound suit are going to try and do a little dance on this handrail here. Yes! Not only is he good at fighting demons, he has balance and ballerina-like skills. I'm surprised that didn't hurt, actually. I thought that would have taken some of our health off. Nope, nothing. Something from up here, maybe. Where does this lead, I wonder? Are you the blue key card holder, I wonder? Let's grab the armor kit first, because this game has a propensity for jump scares as well as like things going horrifically wrong when things should be going right. So, like, I can hear that door trying to open, and I just think to myself, grab the key card off the character, turn around, suddenly there's a massive demon like just cranking the door open. Oh, someone's on. Oh, engineers. Let's not. Yes, one of the things that... Ooh. Oh, hello, we're back in territory again, it looks like. Hey, buddy. Good pinata. Nothing in there. Take the shells. Whoa! I found the guy who took that dude's arm. Wow, they are brutally resilient. Let's try a 3-shot again. Yep. Okay, that's a Hell Knight. The Hell Knight is a towering brute bred for combat deep in the bowels of hell. These diabolical beasts are the prized gladiators of the demon horde. They relentlessly stomp towards their targets, smashing their massive fists into the ground to create shockwaves that stagger their opponent and leave them vulnerable to bone-crushing melee attacks. The Hell Knight's powerful legs allow it to leap across large distances effortlessly, quickly closing the gap to its enemies. Okay, in the original games, Hell Knights and Barons of Hell were the same thing, just slightly different texture or color palette. No real appreciable difference aside from the Barons of Hell being able to take, I think, 1 or 2 extra rockets. In this game, apparently they've decided to segregate them into 2 separate subspecies. I didn't kill that guy, so someone else has been around here. No, I haven't, because I don't work here. Alright, before we activate the blood nest and possibly get swarmed, let's have a look around, see if there's nothing we can't, ooh, fuel for the chainsaw.
Your devotion to the UAC's mission on Mars is that...
Yeah, let's just kill this now so I can get away from that annoying answer. Yep, they're mad. Let's go fight them up here. We have more room to do so. Oh, and they have the same idea. Wrong gun. Wrong gun. All the wrong guns. See Jessica in Human Resources. Is now really the time? Alright, these new rockets are pretty sweet, I gotta admit. Hey, big guy. Oh, there's a bigger guy. Bigger problem. Nope. Nope. Not having this. Oh, he can follow me there. Okay, pathing in the game has improved. And you just flipped through the ceiling. Oh! Oh! Alright, well, we now know what to use against them. Plasma weapons are the final solution to deal with these demons.
50%.
I approve.
Your devotion to the UAC's mission on Mars is the foundation to our success.
I can't shut those
With
things
you,
up. Sad
we will
days.
establish a new paradigm and move humanity into the future.
I hate infomercials.
Warning.
Okay.
Core temperature rising.
Really? I've already killed two. Oh, that's right. We have to kill the Buenos Dias. Oh, hi, guys. We've apparently re-entered demon territory. Whoa! And these are just zombies. I'm not going to waste a real weapon on these. Oh, hell. Get out of there. It's nice the game to give you those little heads-up warnings. Oh, did you just stand next to? Yes, you did. Exploding barrels are back, ladies and gentlemen, and they're making it in a big way. In the first game, they were covered in radioactive ooze from the reactors and various industrial refineries and things like that that were on the Mars scenario. Now they're just high explosive barrels. There's no real... Whoa! See? Exactly like that. There are no real, Oh! Let's play who can run faster, Doom Guy or a Hell Knight. He's coming up pretty good. Leap across the lava, I dare you. Let's try and see how rockets do. And he just doesn't care. Nope, he doesn't care. Although I love the fact that they get caught on the wall geometry when they're like trying to jump through a low ceiling, like, oh no! Now, I know they're trying to fill into a story, but again, the game is built around the frantic, fast-paced first-person shooter combat. What's this? I don't know what this is. It looks important, though. Eye of Sauron? I now have electric lightning in... What? Route power to a subsystem. Armor, health, ammo. Well, I'm not really having much trouble with the ammunition. I can keep getting that off my piñatas, so I'll put something into my armor. I guess I'm gonna have to start looking for those around the map, too. Hey! How do I get down there? I see a blood nest. I kind of wish I could Spartan kick someone into the lava, but I know it's probably getting my hopes up. Oh. Oh. I'm sorry, I didn't realize you were sitting here. Oh! Fall in! Fall in! Ah, fine. Alright. That's pretty brutal. Weapon upgrade. Hey, the game's rewarding my brutality.
The Blind Council is always watching.
What? Hold it. Time out. Blind Council is always watching. Pretty sure that's not how you say that. Area lockdown. Demonic presence
Stay
detected.
focused.
Yeah, they're probably mad. They're a little upset. Yeah, they're more than a little upset.
Warning.
Ooh, chainsaw. Alright. Chainsaw, how do I... Chainsaw. 8901. How the hell do I... Wait, are they attacking each other? Wait, is that a thing in this game? If you make the... Oh, right, I'm really happy about that. In the old games, if you got the enemies to attack each other inadvertently, they would turn on each other in a homicidal rage. And it looks like that's what's happening here. Because that Hell Knight's just not having it. At least he's done, I guess. My turn. Alright, something big strutting around out there. I can hear the footfall. Yeah, they're still in lockdown, so there must be at least a few more demons lurking nearby. Whoa. Oh, it's an imp! Hey, where you going, buddy? Yeah, just glory kill it. Whoa! Okay, that armor, or apparently that fire actually hurts. Hey, it's a Doom thingy! Cool. I was looking for ammo and I found this. Plasma rifle model. Oh, I can't see it. Okay, that's not something I can climb on. I can climb on a guardrail, but I can't climb on that huge thing. My immersion is ruined. Alright, there's my objective. How do I get in there? Oh, I bet you the demonic insertion has lifted because of this. Oh! Apparently I've walked into the wrong room. What is that for? Skins? Not really much for skins. It's more of collectibles, things you can check out inside the menu. You can go through and look at the different models and a little bit of background information on the game and things like that. I know they made them into actual toys, but I haven't seen one in a store anywhere, so I'd be totally fine to pick one of those up for the desk. Let's take one of these Hellguard down. Too far. Too much damage. There we go. Yeah, now when they glow like that, that means that they've taken enough damage where... Whoa, 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 whoa. When they start doing that, that means you can finish them off with what's called a glory kill, which is that, which is what I call the pinata. It breaks the... Whoa! Yep! You and I are not having this conversation on the narrow stairwell. At least I'd rather not. Alright, I think I've got their attack pattern down now. Destroy the gore nests.
Demonic threat reduced by 75%.
This was a triumph. I'm making a note here. Huge success. Oh, what's this? Hey, a map. I like to see how auto maps have changed since we played this game in the original. Before it was just a little computer that you could pick up, now it's actually a workstation. The environment of the foundry. Yeah, we'll read that later. There's just so much verbiage to go through. Oh, what the hell? We're back here again. Well, that's... Shit, we went around in a giant circle. Alright, well, let's go and find our way out of here. Oh, hey. Wrong teleportation location. Oh, I'm gonna deal with you later. I'm gonna fight these guys first. Let's see. Pistol? No, that's not what we need. Oh, I can't get up there. Oh, I can't get up there. Alright, fine. We'll fight you in the open. That's fine with me. And one left to the jaw. Let's see. We can do a pistol. And a right to the jaw. I forget what the way to deal with these guys is. Possibly. I guess we have to hit that gun on? Charge up to full and... Nope. Let's keep doing this till it wastes out. There we go. Okay. Nothing of interest, nothing of interest. By the way, Rudy borrowed origami. If any of you could check with Raffle and see what's keeping him, that would be fantastic. Now, I wonder, being as we are Doom Guy, can we drop from this height? Ooh. Ahaha. A fall that would kill any other man. We shrug off and just don't give a damn. See, kids, sometimes the simplest solution is, in fact, the correct solution. Except when you're taking a test in any sort of academia, in which case the simplest answer is probably a trap. And one good punch deserves another. Save ammunition. Remember, you're fighting the hordes of hell. You need to be a little concerned about ammunition. Oh yeah, these are the game's zombie equivalents of those Hell Knights. Area is currently in lockdown. Okay, that just loops around. The reason I'm looking around like this before we actually start the fight is A, having some sort of map awareness as to what's exactly going on and where. But having the ability to know when to fall back or how far you can take a fight is very important, because again, if you start backpedaling through here, and you're going to be taking a lava bath, which is decidedly fatal even for a man in power armor. So, let's go ahead and start this gore nest fight, because it's the last little impediment we have before we can leave this part of the foundry. Plus, I'm not a fan of demons making a home here. They're upset. Where you going, buddy? Also of note is the AI for the imps. I spoke a little bit about this last time we played, and for those of you who are just joining us, we'll be going over a little bit more of it. They're very aggressive, but they're also quite tactical, and it's something that, again, if you've played enough video games, you kind of get used to characters or monsters, allies, etc., having their own way of doing things. I've never had, in a game like this, where the AI is more of, okay, well, we have the numbers, we can be more aggressive, we can fight more in a swarming pattern. We can be a little bit more careless, whereas if you start whittling down their numbers, their morale or their sense of self-preservation kicks in and they start going, well, maybe we can't handle this, let's try and shoot at him from a distance, or, oh, he's coming in to get close for a melee, let's go over a railing or climb up a wall, etc., to get away from it.
Disengaged.
Which is really impressive to me for them. And again, they're just line infantry. They're not a special unit type that would normally have a developer put that much care and attention into them. They're just kind of like, oh, you've got one of these. How interesting. So to have that going for a character's, or NPC in this case, is actually pretty cool. To me, anyway. More ammo. You know, I have that bad habit. It's like, oh, what do you have out and equipped? Oh, one of these? Yeah, just start beating stuff up with it. Even though the ammunition is actually valuable and shouldn't be wasted on something like this. The pistol, which is what I'm currently using, is infinite ammo, as you'll see by the infinite symbol on the bottom right. Primary fire, really weak. Doesn't do much to the larger demons except tickle them, or perhaps irritate their skin. The secondary fire, which charges up like this, you can see by that little blue bar, takes a little bit longer before you can fire again, however it does a much greater damage. So let's see, for example, we'll try with the imp right now. See, super effective. Oops, missed. There we go. Alright, I hear more squeals and groans from enemies nearby. Oh hey, I didn't know you could climb. Hey, if they want to fight me in a narrow corridor, that's fine with me. It makes it easier for dealing with them. Ah, nope, not you. Engineers, ladies and gentlemen, those are what those little flaming guys are called. They've got canisters of compressed gas inside their bodies that are ticking down to detonation. If they get too close, they detonate. Pretty much a Doom's equivalent of a suicide bomber. Interesting floor plan. I'm going to feel really silly when we walk out here. It's like, oh, you could have taken this door all... Yep. Because I'm a frickin' moron. Could have gone this way the entire time. Well, let's go find our way out of here. Yeah, before this place goes nuclear would be ideal. Hey, that's the gate we found earlier. So how the hell did we get in here in the first place? How am I supposed to find this how exactly? Yes, you're absolutely right, Fox. Jumping down was cooler, and that's what we're going for. That wow factor. Right, where's this lead? Bloodstains. I guess we're going in the right, semi-right direction. Oh, another room full of blood. I think it's going out of style. That just loops back around. I know where we're at now, so we'll try going this way. The good thing about human architecture is that it generally, most often, has to lead somewhere. It has to have something going for it. Whereas once we get into the demon realm and all that stuff, then it's kind of like, well, we're going to take some interesting liberties with space and time and gravity. After all, where's the fun in the same old, same old? I think this is the way out of here. I could be wrong, though. And I'm wrong. Alright, how do I bring up the map? And that's how. Alright, so I'm here. To get out of here, I need... Where do I need? What's this? Oh boy. Well, great areas are things you haven't explored yet, so let's go ahead and let's go back. We'll explore in that direction. Oh, it's just that on a rail. Yep, audio design with, hey! Open sesame. And please stop exploding. I actually do want to leave here. Ooh, plasma gun was here at one point.
Warning. Core temperature reaching critical levels.
That's not good. Okay, what if we just hit? Cooling turbine. Nice. I was kind of hoping the turbine would like suck the demon down or like kick it up into the air or something, but that's asking for just a little too much, I think. So I have to activate multiple cooling turbines, I guess? Oh, hey. Now, let's see. If I was in remote control for this, where would I be? Up. Always a good choice. And in this case, a poor choice, because this is not where we need to go. Well, I must have missed the control panel. Ha ha ha! No. Whoa! Like, not do that? Any game with a working physics engine is going to have little idiosyncrasies like that. They kind of bork out. Right, so where is the control panel? Whoa, there's something. Not what I was looking for, but something. God, just the amount of damage these things soak up is ridiculous. Alright, that looks like a command station. How do I get in there? Have to smack this again, or... Warning, activate turbine. Then, buttons, diodes, controls. Wait, do I have to, like... Warning, high temperature environment. No shit. Oh, what? Alright, yeah, let's just finish this one off a little bit more before we... Hey! Is this just a, like, fight and hold until it finally ticks over, and then... I mean, I'm still looking for that button that turned this thing on, but it doesn't look like that's an option just yet. Okay, so, yeah, I think that's pretty much what it is. We just have to fight and hold out until the context clues return, and it's going to go, oh yeah, you can turn the turbines on now. By the way, for those of you just joining us, I would like to explain a little bit why my aim's kind of off. Something about Doom and OBS just don't cooperate with each other, and so while the stream itself might be extremely smooth as butter, on my end it's more of churning the butter, as it were. It's not quite ready for service. Let's just go ahead and avoid Biggie here. Oh, there's two of them. Yeah, kind of small potatoes in compared to this. Oh boy. Yeah, let's just keep kind of kiting them around. Whoa! And the award for the best leap goes to... Oh, that's right, I don't have the... I can't double jump in any direction. Ah! Come on, move, move, move. Ammunition is becoming low. That's... one down. No, I don't have time for this. Whoa! Okay, come on. Oh, it's out of ammo. Oh, that's... Please just die. Ooh. Okay, that should be everything. Oh, come on.
The core temperature is now stabilized.
Fantastic. Bad puns.
The primary control room has been activated somewhere nearby. It could be Olivia.
Yeah, Olivia Pierce. Yeah, she's cuckoo. She's a little crazy. Alright, on the one hand, big, cool-looking door probably leads to the next point. On the other hand, I want to explore that door a little bit more before we go on. Oh! Okay, apparently I can't leap up that. I was going to wonder what actually happened to the security for this giant complex on Mars. Oh, we're not allowed to go in there. Period. End of story. Ah, shucks. Alright, I apologize for that waste of time, but we'll make the most of it. Ruffle, ruffle, where are you? Alright, so what's through the magical door? Sorry, buddy. Just sucks because these seem like really powerful troop types, and the fact that they didn't ever get a chance to even fight just kind of... it's kind of depressing. Oh yeah, this isn't totally the opening for a cinematic. In all my years of video games, a dark room after a giant, brilliantly lit corridor with a button in it. Press the button and see what you win. Probably trouble. Yep.
Authorization. Olivia Pierce. Alpha 402.
She has locked me out, Dr. Hayden.
All power rerouted to Argent Energy Tower.
She is trying to tear open the portal.
In the meanwhile, I'm not allowed to actually fight.
And theirs.
Like, just punch through the glass and kill this person, but that would be too easy.
You could not have saved them anyway.
Yeah, crazy skeleton woman, I sure couldn't. I'm just, biggest, baddest space marine around. Totally not able to do that. Game. Alright, I'm gonna guess the door unlocks in a few seconds. Oh, demon time! Alright, let's go ahead and harvest some more bodies so we can get a little bit more ammunition back. Let's see, stop the meltdown. Would that I could. No, I can't do it.
The system won't allow anyone but Olivia to override it now. We will have to shut down the Argent Tower manually from the surface.
That seems kind of foolish to me that you would have one of the highest ranking members of the science team have exclusive access to something as critical as reactor control, especially considering Samuel Hayden is supposed to be the big bad of the entire facility, like the actual administrator of the entire Mars complex and Mars City. But, yeah, we're going to change games. This is not working for us. Well, it's not working for me very well. So let's go ahead and save and exit. Before we go, I'm going to put everything back the way it was. Yes, yes. It's actually me. Video. Advanced. Back to Vulcan. Light quality. Ultra, ultra. Player side. I never had that on in the first place. I never noticed it anyway. I never liked motion blur in the first place. A lot of games tend to overdo it with it. Did the feel anti-aliasing, HD bloom. Bloom is kind of foolish. Lens flare, lens dirt. I think that's everything. It may take some time to restart this program. That's alright by me. I've got plenty of time. Although it does raise the question as to what will we be playing next. Raffle said he would do something sometime around 3 a.m., but with the time difference from where he's located to where I'm located, that should be... I'm not sure if he was referring to his time or my time, because we're still looking at about 30 minutes until he gets here. But if we're dealing off of his time, he should have been here a long time ago. Alright. So, our last step, I guess, to kind of putting things to right will be to change this from windowed back to full screen and watch my computer go, yes, we can play again! But of course the screen dies immediately thereafter. Alright, so, for now, let's go ahead and call it for the stream. I'll come back later and try and fix this, because this is, not gonna lie, it's pretty borked. But we might be doing some Counter-Strike. I think that's going to be our little temporary go-to, and it should function a lot more smoothly than this is doing right now. In fact, I'm probably going to have to Control-Alt-Delete my way out of this. Yep, almost didn't respond. Alright folks, well, brief intermission, then we'll come back and find out what we can do next.